Hey everyone, continuing my ongoing series on astrology and the zodiac signs. We have reached the zodiac sign of Scorpio. Before we get into the video on Scorpio, I would just like to say I come up with the information on these zodiac signs based on research and my own personal experiences with each zodiac sign. Also, I hope you had a chance to check out my previous videos in this series on Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and Libra, and I hope you enjoyed it. But if you haven't had a chance to check out those videos, I'll leave a link to those videos, those previous videos in this series, in this video here in the description below. So you can check it out, and I hope you like them. Anyway, let's get into the Scorpio zodiac sign. Scorpio zodiac sign covers the dates of October the 23rd through November 21st. Scorpios are looked at as a dark sign and kind of mysterious sign, and a strong sign and a good loving. They're pretty looked at as good people, good honest people, but dark and a little mysterious. Scorpios tend to be intuitive. Their intuition seems to be high. Scorpios. They can find truths in things that don't have any compelling, real highly visible evidence to be true, but their intuition can almost a sixth sense can tell them things that give them truths that may not be seen by others. So they seem to be highly intuitive and know things that people wondering how did they know that, so their intuition seems to be high. They could be determined, real determined. Scorpios probably are, of the 12 zodiac signs, Scorpio will probably be the most determined of the zodiac sign. They'll let nothing, once they have their eyes set on something, a goal or a desire or want or whatever, they'll let nothing or no one knock them off their square to achieve that goal or that desire or that want. So they tend to be very determined, unwavering determination. They're highly emotional. They tend to be highly emotional and just highly passionate and highly emotional. And they tend to create deep bonds, intense bonds with other people. They build it with a lot of trust and emotional intimacy, and they seem to share that with people they care about. They seem to want to create that with people. They're highly emotional bonds, with a high emotional intensity to them, and this also drives their passion. This coincides with how passionate they are. They tend to be very passionate in love, in work, in career, and hobbies, and friendships, and as well. They just seem to be very passionate and take it very. There's a lot of passion in there when they're in those type of any of those things, love, work, hobbies, friendships, whatever. They're fully committed. They fully commit. They fully invest themselves in it and fully are in it. So with that said, it's easy for the Scorpio to act out in jealousy if that loyalty and that emotional investment they gave to you is betrayed in some way. So they can act in a real jealous rage, and you don't want to. That's Scorpio and seeing the green-eyed monster or having the green-eyed monster come out of them is not a pretty sight. It can get really ugly. So I mean, up to deletion. With a Scorpio, it can get up to deletion. Now, I'm not saying every jealous outburst from a Scorpio end in deletion, but it can that is the utmost, probably the end all that it can get to. So they're just showing you that it can get real serious, So you don't want to play with the emotional investment or the heart with a Scorpio, because it could be dangerous. That's all I'm saying. Scorpios can be loyal, real loyal, ride or die type people. When they care about you, or you are, as far as in it with them, or you are cool with them, or they see you as someone that's special to them, they can be very loyal. Like I said, ride or die folks, be with you 100 tenfold. They there, very loyal to the end. Scorpios can be very good friend. They could be your best friend or your worst enemy. You choose the poison you want with a Scorpio. But like I said, they could be very loyal. They could be ambitious. They normally try to achieve the highest level they can go, and they work hard to achieve the highest that they can get to, or the highest amount of money, the highest amount of prestige, and all that. Scorpios strive hard for that, and they work hard towards that, or they tend to do that. They tend to work hard toward that. By many or by some, they could be seen as being secretive, but I don't know if that's necessarily true. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. That's what I want to say. I think they could come off as a little coy, and secretive. In my opinion, is because they seem to give out or portray outwardly a cool and calm demeanor, and that might confuse some people, or they might mistake it as them being secretive. But I think it's just they're cool. That's who they are in the essence. Cool, and they have a cool and calm presentation most times. They don't tend to be they don't tend to be the life of the party, so to speak. Scorpios don't tend to be the life of the party. They just tend to be cool and calm. They cool and calm demeanor. They'll be Scorpios will be the ones most times in a party setting or a group setting. They'll be the ones off to themselves. They'll be one of the ones off to themselves off to themselves and on their own thing. Maybe in a corner or something like that. That might be the Scorpio. They're probably one of the most least likely signs to tell their business, or spread their business out there, or people who they care about business. They probably be the least sign to do that of the zodiac signs. The least ones to do that, to spread their business out there, or put their business out there, or people who they care about business out there. They probably be the least likely to do that. The Scorpio sign. They could be control freaks. They could be very controlling. They're a dominant zodiac sign. They tend to be dominant people. And I think the controlling aspect comes from their domineering personalities they tend to have. And just something that you got to look out for, of them trying to be controlled. They want to control you. They would say it's for your good. They would present it as it's good for you, for your best interest. They're being controlling or trying to control it. But yes, they can be controlling. Scorpio's compatibility. Astrology says they tend to be most compatible with Cancer, Pisces, and Virgo. And on the other hand, astrology says their least compatible signs would be Gemini, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. Now, this is what astrology says. Now, if you're a Scorpio, I would just say this. I would say no matter who you're in a relationship with or what zodiac sign they are, You should put your best foot forward and try to make that relationship work and be successful. And maybe it will work, and maybe it won't. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't take what astrology says too seriously. There's other factors that go in astrology, and you never know. What they deem to be your least compatible probably end up being your most compatible. That's all I'm saying. I'm coming to the end of this video on Scorpio. If you are a Scorpio and you agree with some of the things I said in this video, comment that below. Or you disagree, you can comment that below as well. Or you want to add something that you felt I left out the video on your zodiac sign, you can comment that below. Or if you're someone who is in a relationship with a Scorpio at this time, or have been in a relationship with a Scorpio, and you want to share your experiences, you can comment that below. But in the meantime, please feel free to like, share, and comment on this video. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. So this will end this video on Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed it. Next video on this series is on Sagittarius, upcoming real soon. Look for it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace! And I'm out.